a TF4 and I say I don't for a Facebook and you so yeah mama kwaba about this public health matters a discussion so now we are going to discuss about patients' rights. Say MRP, yet to say we are a hospital or bar was saying I treat me say and I say we have a complaints a kakra. Now me and me mako a hospital me right cry anything. Ye ne nurses for ebedin komo. And obia otie me bia so wo experience bi ewo a visitor wa visit ewo a hospital and also so obetimi ene ache na aden krampontia. Why are we talking to nurses when nurses are not the only healthcare professionals in the hospitals no? Among all the health professionals in Ghana, it is true that nurses have direct contact with patients and clients by far. See, a doctor's one. It is therefore not surprising that nurses are the most healthcare professionals accused of ill treatment of patients or clients in Ghana. Patients' sentiments are discussed across Ghana. Now let's have a discussion as to why nurses, especially doctors and other healthcare professionals, sometimes hold this unfavorable attitude toward patients, as well as how they form this generally unhealthy attitude at their work settings. So with me, we have Mrs. Dinah Boateng. Why Juma ewa Ghana as a nurse. Na onyankopon de na be pie Finland, Europe ha. Na otuwa Juma so as a nurse. Into our experience in Ghana and Finland. Ye sign what yaw. Ono so opese. Ye keep din as yaw sa ono so ye ne nursing Juma ewa American Bridge Maimu. And yawo yenya Patrick or say Ijima or no so abo ne bra na biwo Ghana ha wakopie Asia and wababe pie ewo Finland or no so joining as somebody who uses the healthcare services now. And to answer na yebeko specific questions now. Yebema obia maye ne introductory remarks kakra. Yebe shase every yenua ba Dinah ho.
Okay, Pastor me kabo fanachi.
Oh, me pacho ibia.
Okay.
Ya with me a flu bia.
Bibi de Dinah Boateng and we school Kumase nursing the midwifery training college. Into a few honum no and Medeba Finland and I have so Nicole school Akada. And for 5 years now, I'm practicing as a nurse here in Finland.
Yo. Yeah, that was a brief introductory remarks. Yaw. The pacho also so Obeka Bibi Kakra.
Yo, Median Kasa Owusu-Afriyie. Me on Facebook so as Owusu-Afriyie. And so Nyame Ishira ne Ghana from Bible. Me were United States ya. And so me a nurse na juma. Di sia yi na ye be susu ya adwene na ya boa ma Ghana nurse na juma so atumpon. That was it.
Yeah, that was it. Patrick, or say me pacho Otienka.
Bajo I met Monga.
All right. Inteno yawo clients ba so Patrick me pacho okasa. My
Yo, where at you for Miss Madam said the minion at the Kayakano. And so you're from Patrick. The woman is a media nursing profession in Mumdia and Yadia semi womb. na topic na mo discussing mom ye ade a manage ho ye because said you all can ma tu kwan ya chinchini kakra matna China kakra other European countries and Ghana and Sicily and so Finland and healthcare any said nurses and other professionals treat patients ya dia manage home and me join mo we and as a na me person menya bringing more insight into said a discussion in Beko. And me was so say me betie na say emrepam tell me what question we are mabusa empanyimfo damase.
Okay. Yes, yeah, that's it. Now me pacho say enka hawa ya de show say ubetimi when you stay in Ghana and Finland and China ubetimi ama o experience like a in using health services no ebi a we Ghana there and Finland there and China there and sana ye bisa nurses no abo makasa.
Yo, when I mean I'm a steady me sha Finland had say your healthcare system no any professionalism make me aka say nkura matutu kwan akoso and I say baby a matina no misusu say aha e de no kosoro de nti ame me ka say kosoro ne say so hwe wo de toto Ghana ho a me say excuse me to say yeah nursing professionals na wo and I have professionals wo Ghana no say ba customer care and I say omone patients ne omo mbeko hospital no enkuta mudie wonu no me fi say ensheda enkoyie papa if we say me kai say America kra me tu kwan ko Ghana na me yare na me call hospital no said the nurses no if you receive me no nyame anim ni ma mani anye ho say I say me mum na sebe e wo say me pa o macho ansa na o mahwe me ba said ye nim no say krum ha say wo yare a sebe say hospital na abeko ana say health center bia na abeko a eye professional na say nurse na doctor na say de so no hwe na so wo hwe mpo a emje nigie ene odo kakra wom chen Ghana and the minim kakra ewo ho no min kan entia se Ghana de ne nye kra na mom mesusu se health professionals no anka ebe ya anka omodwuma no ebe kosoro kakra eye omo ne patients na emphasize ayarefo ana nipo omoko hospital gutadie mu enho no se fa ba bi etosini kakra enti the me work kakra no pedase
Yo and yet you to your das ye beko ye nua ba edan na ho is a CA ye tie e Patricia na ye maame ana say ye nua ba dan na aye adwuma wo Ghana as a nurse e na wasen ye adwuma o ye adwuma e wo Finland ha as a nurse enti e yakwa say ye bi anka dan na wo Ghana no ne nkuta hundie no ewo low kakra but say no ne nkuta hundie no ewo in this environment na aye high or ye dipa ba there and here enua ba dan na pacho what would you say to dear Patrick Ekaya?
As Okaya no but Bijiti said to any story and I say in any event and there's two sides to it. Yemfani say I say you have facilities say what I say the kind of payment you get. Inti me kase me as a me mark say oh facility intina omoye say and I say but ni na ka ade ne ho a say job and happiness So juma na bosome so and our be mpa ho ebo 5 a.m. Ubi account and sika wo juma kwa in a month na it makes you kind of happy. Ukwa juma, the facilities are there. But it's true, rudeness in there is across everywhere. Any nipa who the person is, apart from the facility, the availability, and all those things. Yeah, na nipa na or you know. Because yeah, has apart from nursing, the every kind of company, being banks, or crowd cotton what they would jump. Kasa or the back kasa no. Just say when a woman is get on idea, so when you're there and how better to ball them say, pay Tiana nipa buo how you rude. And kindness and so dear, Tinia Cassaness is a calling. And Kaubema, although your rudeness need be and was say a switcher because you have to know yourself because to watch a home. And I will day because a nipa enkwa any ewo entem. Enti when na wo bo nipa no kwan hu de enti senta who say bi o ba hospital bia no why a little vulnerable. Bibi hana komba hono menji ni say obi a onam ho an ho ye no kama bibi a o ha obeba. So it's true, but there are also rudenesses here. But the thing is, the kind of punishments they do get is different from there. How they overlook at things, because Hassan Fan said the patient rights in Hassan, so we a patient BBR. Obesma or cash away as your supervisor. Then it goes high, it goes out. Obesma reclamation a day problem bro. They can even go ahead to call the police or anything because of what you did to them. And they make a scenario. Obisu a hospital or call almost a bed in the honum or ma turning it down. To that person who they say they were rooting him or her based on that. But the thing is, was there a bed or there wasn't? It will never happen in Finland. With this corona buyer, people going on and it will never happen. So I call, no matter what place it's here, if they have to even hire a helicopter to fly you from one place to another, they will do it. The facility is there. So all these things, work and happiness. And yeah, there are rude people there, which is them themselves. But sometimes too, it's also if we apart from the person now, nipa no yen boy rude because me Juma of Ghana no. My colleague me yare in emergency me call her no. A doctor and nurse, they were very rude to me. Emma, you papa ne miss her family free her call for not emergency or man me. I remember this to this now. And they know that I'm a health worker, but they did not care. And see, like I won't find who you are. So it's not only about the patient, it's the person. It's a nipa na or like or yeah, you know, it's sometimes they wouldn't and a facility, as I said, because as I said, the patient's rights now are being well served here. And back in Ghana, no, the patient even doesn't know their rights. Ubisa patient all ban like the vulnerability is there. And so we patient ni bonia. And he found a they call. One found ko FM am ko kasa. And then a FM aba. First FM ni hosa. Tinipa no benya ni ho di. But so be a corner why one my patient need a wrong drug. Now only what will happen? It's true that sometimes it does happen. There are instances that people I have also seen that saying that people give wrong drugs or that wrong treatment. It happens there. But how much is it? And normally the someone say blame na nurses because we are the first contact. But sometimes it's also all other health workers. And see, it's both sides. There's so many things contributing to it. Papa.
Yenua Badina, I mentioned a point to be at. We will come back to it. Say, people do things, and because they will not be punished, or they will, people keep doing that. When we look at this thing, nursing, I think that this is something a Ghana as a whole. We will come back to it. So wait. Asama yenua Patrick di kan no enfa say ono ye client o na yenua ba dan na aka ho asem kakra enti yaw o ka ho asem ben
yo meda atiefo nyina ase amicha Ghana fo nso nyina say yenua ba ne Dina ne Patrick o makani nyina, like especially sister Dina wakani nyina na ohwe Ghana ye customer care na e low kra a okwa omo abuse. In the sense that there is no restriction to the nurses, and to obey me the open no cost code free. But the sense that nurses no you closer to patients all the time. No, you bought nurses. It in na ye doctors no but doctor follows we be so abuse patients no. But because of doctors no amount patients no in doctors no side. And more often than not, doctors in Ghana work more professionally than the nurses. Because I say, nurse Ghana say work with emergency private na koji card or say, but the certain here no a different. There are nurses ready to attend to you. And now here the Lances system non so. We mistake, but you bet your Lances are free on some. Your Lances free on some so. Life I say so because of that they always make sure customer first. They work with strict rules and regulations here, and also what do I say because Ghana and so essence and nurses no or more akatuan wo from near ina mrabia ensure almost around no more any and now here hospital settings now. Yes, and so and big hospitals. I think they are trying to match those hospitals here.
Okay, me pacho yaw nti say metewa pacho say in America no one year wajuma ye kakra bi a yebeje Olances a free onsem nti because of America so no ye free onsem a enya say aso empanyini we na enkohu we ana ohini we ba ne me and I say, Sanya Mana Edi Hodia, Jeffrey with someone. That's all.
You were.
Okay.
And won't mean yet man will help field the non subium. Just be able to compare a different job because and all conons because of bad record now when you're no suntino need you watch. So I could be to say credit or bad credit ever United States, I hope be and most of the time people try to build a good credit.
Okay. Enti as I say no yeda wase yenua Felix so ebaso he is also a patient he is coming to give his account but was I cut off maybe with Ghana internet connection enti he will come back and they say who say Ghana the no will low ekakra and abrochire start.
But
we can see from.
But senior Ghana, you will be busy supplying it depends on individuals. And this interest Ghana, you need good nurses.
Yeah.
You will be more accommodated the firm out. They will treat you. Remember, be correct me call a Sunday where nurses will be treated. Later they become their wife or something. They get into touch and marry them. You or more they want to save. No, we have those who are also there just because of money, how to just have to get a living. The honors are no or you be a now. And that is how it is.
Yeah, me pacho sa we na what make a statement say e bi mo ye nursing na adwuma because of money. Yenim say abrochire so e bi mo free Ghana aba abrochire because of money ti e no ma kodi nursing a profession.
Edwuma no de obia ye for money. Money no na boa ma obia timitena se, but say ode wakoma attach the job no timi say we dey or ye edwuma no firi na kuma mu. And then suban ni na ho keka bibia kire say this sometimes we call hospital it means say ma nipa asumansi dey or your nurse. Mami we dey na ho keka ni bibia ni behavior. This is the realness that we want as a caretaker. Then you can also see people who are nina ebi wo ha o. That is why we used to know how no unya ye mistake immediately there will be investigation. The investigation na power na mrano do there, my friend, no joke. And I will a bit out a coffee yeti ultimi kura ko jail wo ho. But Ghana, there is no strict laws governing them. Nti obi ma o bone kura ne ekunwa. That is why we used to know how the bone no.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it. I think say a bit more our line so they were trying to call. Me pumacho my provider link me post na say and to say say we join in or share also side of the story and our encounter with nurses and doctors the pacho ubetimi join it through the link and I say say ubisa question bi so ubetimi a type ye be hu na yakan ye bisa omo and they say who's a Ghana no nursing no ewo low. It has been established now what are the rights of some patients here yenuamo a nurse for and a doctor for and no more mo ye adwuma or hospital no or mo dey rights e dia grossa enti ye bebisa yenuamo some few of them. Yes, patient's right to receive information. The patient is entitled to full information on his or her condition. Yebesha se wo yenua ba edina ho ama wa educate e kakra. Enti ukodru na se o safa o sa right way yemfa ma wa then you say right to information. Repacho Mama Diana or the ebefem ekakra.
Pasho say it has a right to information and the physician or any of the health workers will give you adequate information, not just information, adequate information wow as to a DNA coso a DNA de buy and a DNA yebeya faho amount. Enti ni na so de won say your friends ignorance idea a disease say unim idea fakon ekoye bae na unim kwa se betim de homo obusianfo se be unim se be obabi kwa betim nya bi na betim nya bi enti idea eboa aye de ma na eno na ya na se e laki kakra Ghana, in a sense, make high sex Ghana will be school as a nurse. This for one patient. Now the way you case study. Into case study, no, a patient no say from admission, copim send who better no, as in say, no, Obeda hospital, ye be we are obey or also follow up a visit at the house. Who follow visit at the house, a check. Now why you educate, he said, even your real way, no, ebia, for example, so be waha, okoye, or nya problem. So problem be an baby and another bit my because a idea genetic, ni na idea de bema. But that's where the problem is. Case or yeah, case study in the year say, but shortage of nurses, no, any per word, no.
Yeah.
How are you going to nipa no ube follow up ni fie say Finland obi awa no matter what no nurse ni be follow up to your house about the house settings I have a be awo how I know I show even how to latch or baby ni be latch onto your breast so be feeding ye Pagana ye visa because the such of nurses and even obu okra onim the house number per se Ain't me can I'm a cat because many both information, many both experiences. No, ain't it right? A wabi brave because you will have you can't separate. Say you find the right way, no catch a patient now. It's me educating the money prevent it. Say be obi nam honum ana wakonya problem kakra be a dear channel. One channel when ya tetanus one call hospital. And the patient in banner will treating one money qua. The babies were dear channel. Obi hana jing say because of ignorance. So begging say if ye Obia Bomidria, where I say because of the superstitions attached to our African descent, no.
Yes.
They will have those kind of ideas. But so funny panel now session say ni say ne kofa bae. Idea to hono into some bacteria was affected it. A child ntika uba hospital emi o tetanaya ka embe biom. It's now muscles no unya spasm no. Until next time no say ne ba bibi chana. Onka say if we be able media, if you say ni say, say, the doctor and nurse is kind. But also the thing is has says so you have right information. So your mouth said this is it, the patient itself will go there, look after it, and I have commit more booklets because they don't have the time. Sure. But how many of us can even read in our country? Now, mommy, Anna, so it's also the first one advice to say if phone kuta net no when you find your Facebook near especially the youngsters who call hospital near when you diabetes when you hypertension stroke na easy and over stroke all the condition it will give you more information so na be na on here now at least even the health workers and because of the time near when that time just by some more information on it, say this is the condition you are having. Near more booklets require so mommy and I want to be bar. King kind session musa say nearby. Nakache busia for say be and one and now ma on an baby odino. A exercise now on you know, and then man a bar say bear it will relate to others.
Yo, that's a pa. I think say enka yes yama. Yes, Sister Diana, ako Ghana and health promotion ebe kosopa because your patients are you treat you more as healthcare professionals no. They have a right to be informed. Ewo omu treatment omu edge. Ene bibi e was omu hu bia. Na even crampo no ka Ghana na ka enim sa ignorance no dos one answer illiteracy rate near high no. And no crampo na ka was sa right now ye hu adwuma pa online Mr. Richard Osei Ameniampon so ababa joining your hospital administrator one of the Kumasi hospitals Mr. Ameniampon akwaba we will come back to you again yaw me pacho wo bi de ka ho ana say yem koyanim the right information. Okay.
A patient has right to be respectful. Right. Say, oh, near through hospital, as a patient, no, say, as until you have the right to ask questions, even name tag nurse, no, about neboness, who nurse or baby. And then before nurse be as baby or no, so we introduce you on my introduction, ni pursue or ye. When teaching BBC near Bisa, what magazine be Mr. Owusu Nebaha, and or ye missy. So you have the right to accept treatment, you have the right to refuse, you have the right to ask questions. Answer now, Yebema Bibiano, as a nurse, no, would the kind church room be a paracetamol and the mouth, said Baya Uti, and I yo yano ibijai. No, so ultimately explain Bibia now just yet. And a Bibia on Tiasian, so you have the right to ask questions. So you have the right for privacy. Yeah, or banner or what? Maybe are unique as ultimately excuse.
Now we try a kakra. Na yen fano Mako. And they
Okay.
say, Yenua Dina, any year about the right to receive information.
Yeah.
And even crampono, the edubekum wako doctor prescribe word drama. I was a doctor no crampon car at least watch will be kakras a draw way one no nasa who sounds so we are to America bram a hunter at any no and the yaw can't say SCA no. The patient has right to know the identity of all his or her caregivers and other persons who may handle him, including students, trainees, and auxiliary workers. And who are right to say, who hospital no, and just a wahana nurse abame be wo panie. And also some yenua yaw eka ho asemono. And na yenua yaw e de ye ko another area. Me pacho Patrick ewo ho.
Me ba jo me o.
Aha. So see yabo right mienu so. Right of information and right we were right to know nipa na or no. Ghana wako hospital no doctor na say a nurse treat you according to this right and I say omobo mo ani gu so.
Yo, where they me da se bebre anka na em the sister Dina kasa no kra no na nka pese me interrupt kakra ba na me say bia menya akwanya na ma me so ma me de aba because na nka pese me busa say nurses a ewo abrochire any nurses a omo Ghana no apart from say bia environment a ye wo mu no na ka mpese mbusa se omusua adekora na ndenti anka na me busa sa na se so hwe ye nyina ya agi atum se Ghana say ye health service in general no ewo form in that case you know ye fa ne se customer care ya dia eno so na nke ewo form kra na me kaidia ebia na me refi me dan na kasa na oka say e wo say anka doctor ana say nurse ehwewo ewia anka oye follow up but de me ko hospital wo Ghana ema sebi ana menti kura say bia Ghana nurses o ma ye follow up bi ewo even patients bi kura ho the minimum na mate kakra na say bia you betimi aka chiro say o kofie so ofi say bia wo ho enkoya na waye den waba but the minimum say obi yare oko hospital kra na ye yi no ana ye manadura for all you know no se won kwa na wote ana say bia condition no kra nya ye ma nurses ana say bia health professionals ni bi kra ba efie ebe ye follow up ana ye frawo phone so check if say treatment ayede ma wono kosan ebi kura ba fie eba be wo empane ana ebe ma wonuro but Ghana no sa ne ma ni bia anye den enkoso enti na kire madwen kakra say mfa na sister na mo musua nursing ewo Ghana no ene mo nso amosua no wa abrochire no nsonsono ye bi wo ade amusua no mu ana emse obi duru se professionals ni bi kasa na se obetumi akire mu de me fi se me pese me hu because a difference no so nti se kobasa na bi ana Ghana adesua no ena bia enkoyie ana se supervision no ena enkoso ana na patients rights no kra no ena me wo ehun bibi kasa me kai say me papa yare at the hospital na me wo krum ha enti omodin call hospital no me nua kuma efre me enti me try say me ka me pese me hu se be yare kra aye den aye no Now so no doctors na nurses no antimi anka yare potin ni omo kan ya na say onkofie na say edi 2 weeks na say bibia ye okay dia one time mra say bibia nye okay dia na che say me say de omo keka no ma me hu say aida say omunim adu de eye me papa no ana say ebia information wo ho no na bia na omompese omode ebeye dey ebe mame yemfa na se me ye ne ba enti ebia na emra kra makwan ema yemfa sa information ne mame a me mame nso na me mame nso nim yare potia na aye me papa enti sa right to information no me pese me nye sure say eye adwuma wo Ghana say eye adwuma wo Ghana de a na mi mum de me ebia eye adwuma ma bi mu na enye obia na eye adwuma eye den ema no ha enti ho no de me kan ho no say discussion e koso no say question bia ba mu a me sanya busa na mama me clarification but the obeka say bia no mesere say o ma me hu say training a obenya no wo Ghana as a nurse no any ni obenya no wa brochi as a nurse no ana doctor or any health professional no difference wo mu ana madam ase
yo yes so ayeda ase yebema yenua ba dan na sanwe ono na wakọ nursing school wo Ghana na wasen akọ nursing school wo Finland anti ono or both of experience na obia yebema a hospital administrator and also adjoining is a CANT. Mr. Ameni Ampon, yeah, already area now also saw audio contribution kakraba. En yaba me pacho ekasamaye.
Me pacho there is no difference. Maybe with condition a difference because see any pa apart from your skin color no. Obia ni wani huni sinechi. Enti you cast anatomy aspects na ni na yesre the same thing because me back had say I remember most of the classes I just skipped and I wrote my exams because now the same thing, especially the anatomy. And we have also Ghana yesre. I remember in our second year, first year and second year, first year perspectives of nursing. I did patient rights, how to treat patients. Bekana, one of our teachers was saying, it's even nice saying, who patient nidia. No matter if you don't know even their age now, who the mistress also, eja. Ni na all the best also. Now maybe I say be only 3 years old. Now me kai pa no my example. So nim say be 3 years old on any one member. And say be didin de ahenkan. Now be aka say eja ahenkan. No be akọ 3 years old de ba. Esrema. E ho cry esre kaka. Ti e ade we learn it. And education wise no so. Me friend say Ghana is much difficult than in Finland. Because Ghana, you have 3 years, you have to finish or leave. Yes, me be come me because in Finland, Hano, you have 3 years. But so if you having some life problem, what me die school for a while. But now say no more say I think you have some few limits. Then what me now I walk or rest. And now too slow for you want to even finish faster with your based on your knowledge now. Utimi etimi kwa 9 classes. Me say me na ye code ni wia. Na me ye me Swedish you were night. Swedish language evening. Anka they was saying can you because na me person me enti me fan say Ghana kwa na too straight. Be am ka say Ghana the channel is too straight. Ye piamu ina kogum. We are so bia or how is there. It's a pia in our Kogumsana and because I'm quite needing, but with anatomy wide perspective in a trip. Anna Obusa questions also say on any papa echo, and then I make her say, is a right. It's even a right to know the doctor's name. And a diagnosis, and so diagnosis here say rare how be. And some we were even say if there is a question marker, the doctor writes on it and puts a question mark on it because it's pending. Because ultimate diagnosis be her to say obesity no one diagnosing as ulcer. The baby they have to ask some certain question colonoscopy and say exactly what is happening. And no find the question mark at home. But even with that, because baby in the folder, even the half question mark, because it hasn't been ascertained, say, real way pote, because of your biaba, or shingle, or lose weight, or say, what's mean, Professor, when you're HIV is. Maybe our cancer, many 150 nada, and no crunches still, say, even though the partner crowd and it's a crowd HIV is, I find say, for example, and no can to me diagnosis or pim say, work a test. Abba, and with that question mark, you even have to inform the patient and say na Abba, say Nessie, you quiet test akuhishim, and who coffee no, and no pono say Yare na Ebia say, oh, if I say also ya cannot also you different types of ulcer. Your back would the you don't know any now, where would the Diana a penny back. The boys are young gastric ones, so wounded and a fainer, and no, a deep problem over. And Tabia Nipano did the time say, you say, no, and Nina was say, and there you have to tell the patient because a bois, nishim, a ma told him. And I want say, papaya, so kind, a bit frustrated, I say, oh, papaya, no, him the ye piano tico so coffee, your man a drew. Uko pharmacy say no me sanum say na dipa no oni hwe nti onu madro no ne ho keka no. And so now say doctor oslo cross because be a treatment near the man no enti no and I make an ignorance and I illiteracy be assume because BBS kra na ya nka nche no nipa no so be oni makenkan oni mayi enti side effect ne kra che say onje adro no na what they see but any rights idea what's a worker even if there is a question mark. Thank you.
Yo, yeah, that you abana sepa wa church mo pa I know say Patrick answered. Na me pacho some key ethical issues with nursing education now. Universal the whole world. Into our ethical principles of nursing. For example, some international law govern nursing education. Baby, I will go school ye bet chro esa eniemano. Baby, I will go school you will know a nursing a history from Florence and Nightingale, all those way. So you will get to know. And now, with Patrick situation no ebia by the time so o papa drew ho no na ebia neni eguso ekakra ebisa no few things say in case of bibia and our next of kin into ye hwe Finland ha say wako hospital no ya take information ekakra into say bibia ni we call something significant others into obi okra ne ex husband and an ex wife and also say bibia ni even on an taking decision on his or her behalf in case say okokoma na wentimi nkasa or no take the decision into say bia beba as a son and as a daughter enye wo and ye this are right na bema ye this are right na bema nipa kro ye witi no a whole lot of things, but the right to information, you have a right to ask that to say why na me papa man right to say on just our information way. So you have right to know. Yo, yenua dana yada wasepa with that education. Na yabema yenua Richard Osei ameni ampon. So akasa ekakra. Yo, Mr. Richard.
Good evening. Say, country price. Say, say discussion. By any other customer, no, sir. Say, I didn't enter our Ghana, enter our Ghana, enter our international. But in the mini and the moon now contribution to be answered that in him. ABR, so yeah, Ghana for yes, soup. Adwuma na bi hono man sɛ insurance sɛ tibi no ana obi hu nurse ni kra na nurse ni hu ne ba mi sɛ modern days no sɛ nsan kakra bam yɛde quality assurance measures no put in place no so gradually they hu sɛ be part of their curriculum and that's a syllables in the health workers they sure say any side biara and that's at times some man so no yana a pressure ba the staff no so and they be no be to chire mu enkudura chire e wo hwɛ maybe your patient ratio to a doctor another patient ratio to a nurse e wo Ghana you could that of maybe Finland or
US and UK
and I say any healthcare population, you know, yana and no so. If you want to say time, and yes, say be a boapayobi, necessary doctors a boapayobi, but if a pressure near war on China, and my in your quine church in New York, but as well, and my quine say abuse clients, and I say, and my quine say, my in church and Chelmo, in Tibia, as in the Amakai, and there was more canon, you say. In the bedroom, no, you better to a level. I'm saying who's an head of staff and your deficit. Crack. TV as anyone had to but we said gradually numbers and air costro. Numbers and air costro. I meet me up a year on top of our way. So far, they meet me. I can have in my joining. That's what they meet me up for the meantime.
Yeah, that's it. But I'm say a discussion monosono a PA by say. That attitude be ewo be a said the obesi akasa epanyini ho so waso aye shekra mpona said the obesi akasa epanyini bi a abrewa no waba a hospital ene nasefo yenua dan na ahyase no odi kan say asonhye any facilities bi kra wo ye adwuma wo mu no wo e bia abrochire wo ko click a computer so a once ubenya patient information but in Ghana now you are flipping through papers na family member be so how arguing and out of frustration no you may be a shout at that a person and we a yare was so na be a hospital na nurse say na doctor say so nyapotre ekakra emamia na ewatie na sa yenua Kwame Afre so join here as a patient. You call the next right so na yewia ya Kwame Afre so no so as a patient in Ghana and as a patient in Finland, you know, or no so ebetimi share something with us. And you call your next right so say the patient has the right to privacy during consultation, examination, and treatment. In cases where it is necessary to use the patient or his or her case notes for teaching or conferences or whatever, no, I was urging the consent of the patient, you know, and then saying, and any probably educate, oh, a COVID-19 about a month full through, and the young farmer to ya, you can say, now the patient have the right to privacy. Yenua bad dina me pacho over to me maybe to that effect.
Yeah, privacy no it has in different sections. And yes, maybe but your information is also private to you.
Yeah.
Within to say has a social security number, your diagnosis, and like I said, significant others. There are some people who can know, But once you're physically fit, no, you are the one who is direct there. Even Uba, as the person turns a certain age, you know, I have Uba, and I'll be belling Uba. I want him who the health, you know. You set like consent, you know, as soon as the acquiring legal age, you know, automatically consent the free one. I won't any information be and I won't say students bar. I have say, you know, say we are maybe a umukrangu honum. Na patient doctor ne crab hell crana obusao students way bahase or you allowed to come. They are verbal consent and they are consent of signature. Say bi wa ha ukoye surgery, ebi wa ha some important things. And I say ukoye obi wound, ni hu uko jina war ade ebema ni hu agu honum no. Based on also be a religion, ubu ha say be ompe bema say ni hu begu or say oye ebi a fancy ni Muslims. On person bema be honum intini na was say follow patient based on it. One can say oh mimi dey say and I say ni na no matter what any right I was a worker. Inti say ni hu gu honum say invasive things say bia we na uye wound dressing, uye stitches, remove anything every man who go on bia, especially the private parts, and I say from here the torso to the upper knee and or say ukata honum say. We Ghana I mean say wound dressing normally no. Now you a you I forgot the name. A you high chain. Ain't ube patient ni wound dressing na uchi kudna honoma no wakata ne ho. Na mushim na moya.
Partition bisa.
Yes, partition bisa. Yeah, then a Greek or financial agree na watching. Na odi akata ne ho. Na uye wound dressing. Sene be ya obi ehu. Obi kasa bi ane na ho kakra bi ne ho but no matter what no. Uye or so uye. Ana ha say so normally no a room by room. Ana room ne kwa so ura ho no ma. Se nipa train especially say wa wo kwa fresh na wow na ye be you are ye do call room and nipa bia too and no kwa no room who say the other patients or no intend they very important because obia feel secure that na ni private I say ni hu ebegu ho no it's very very much important. Into you're moving from that one and I'm because right of information privacy information okoye ya we say nenya when you write so catch obia even with nursing kwano say ye be a year say oh ye handing over say who night na assembliesi na wo catch day for say a morning for say ni say na see patient baba no or ye suspected of this case enti heni ye nini na mpo no wo di muyen will room nurses station and yet pete man nurses for honum. And even if there is something that you have to say, we have code names for diseases, code name my patients unko point and so say and I say it here. Send a bear obit na when him crana if it's a must even to speak about it. Ain't he? Ubet man for Sebia Mr. Owusu, Bobby say PA, that's patient A. A suspected of this. Send a bear because one say, unim, say almost one area crown or motive, which I'm quite problem because a suspected case and then I'm so your money problem since.
Now, Sister Diana, in what circumstances might this right of privacy be abused? Say bedroom time be a doctor and I say nurse one share that say or abuse that right way. Can you give us in which circumstances be accidentally and I say this right could be abused?
Yeah, for example, I have said me can say we are in our call with some emergency you have your own room, and apart from that, even when you share a room, they have covered it, even it's an emergency session. ya cover no nti ura ho no kwa be ho nipa na ubeti nipa ba ko ne but unhu nipa kra woye. Those facilities are there. But I say maybe to say C block or Kofanoti C, is it C4? C2 yeah omuye wound dressing yeah. And now what these partitions are yeah they cover nipa no ho. Obu ha ne de no wo ni kotoje. And a person yeah wound dressing. Anopa no staff no limited as Mr. Richard Kyan. Yeah, very limited. I have to be a ne ho why but with regard to Ghana limited. Into we now more yeah. Into Westman has said for that time no say a year 3 nipa na bia ne de one is sre ana ne de wo bia baby a emfa bia nipa one is sre e one no for ho ana visa na ne emfa we ni nkata ne ho na de wo ebia ne kotodwe no ne ne fast because okay so the petition name it could be that because facilities in the honum yeah right but uhema normally no sana eko because e bi ni honum.
Okay. Yeah, that's it's to say yeah patients and our clients and fans say people who are not more background on your health or but use healthcare system no and here James McKeon online also on here be share experience Kwame Afre and Eddie can buy your baby son but answer na ye be Kwame Afre so now Mr. Richard na or can say right to a privacy no how to manage amount for information say a private document say enko outside now as a hospital administrator no what facilities do you have in place and on protecting that right of patients but you bet me abono briefly amaya
in the modern trend no most of the hospitals on the core health information system, like some facilities, say paperless or foodless. That time they don't want food and the old days as a traditionally no one say food and that obiara to be far no kind more. Now the status where you use paperless, you know, obiara I want the password. It is a partner some information into me internet system, not a computer based. Everything is embedded in the computer. Unless I give my password to a third person, I said what to me, I will be able to information about a third person and so. And now say the person said mostly institution measures are put in place. You know, we advise our clients, we educate them, we educate our staff. Any question or casacrima or no it drew mark for also HB. First of all, health information system now introducing internet based, computer based with the passwords and other things are there. Secondly, so now and now maybe also information
yo Mr. Richard yeah that was say yebeko yenua Kwame Afre ho and also we use a hospital systems no ekakra ewo Ghana, Finland, Europe also what to quite kakra he might have used the healthcare facilities no a country ebiso yenua Kwame Afre me pacha wo betimi and any share ekakra
yo metia one lies me ballet kakra but metie I think Diana and a few of you already. Now, of course, Ghana me free watch kakra but me carry a little bit near more me feel me ba completely different from Ghana. Of course, things might have changed. The Eddie kind mean kind of say my right to my own health information. Because me all Ghana no who we walk around one time go hospital the next time I go hospital near Busa say the last time I drew Ben out fire no money there you have no clue. You know meanwhile, you move from hospital A to hospital B, so the doctor is not the same. The amount a year there, and it's me baha since was it September 2018, 2008. Now, from that time to this time, as I'm talking, if I want to know all my hospital history, is in my hands on my phone, and I can count all the drugs, everything that has been prescribed to me since then. And that is one major difference. I mean, if you say you're good, because the it was a Miami Hundra, my friend, na me call hospital for Frokrana or Bishamia, but so I can't. You talk to me, again, the same health information, the privacy, say hospital A, I have the right to give my information to them. Me wo a typical example, no say na me wo one hospital be na me company na me ye adwuma no mo use mo service nti hona na me ko me yare ameko. Then that company was bought by another company, another healthcare. Now, once that was done, they couldn't even share my information with the new company. I have to log in to my app and give them access. Now, on the public side as well, because public hospitals as well, now mako private, now mako hono omupe me history. They just tell you, you have to log in and allow us. Into every step, every piece of information from me, I have to allow it for other institutions to use it, and that is good. Minim the situation in Ghana now, but as I think, say, if that is not the case, it can be something to improve. Say, your Ghana private hospitals or government hospitals, so there need to be a way to integrate all of them. I know, say, maybe this national identification, once it's done and they have like a central system will be able to use their login into any application. I think it's just some simple technology they can use to do this. The kakra be a meeting me I don't know.
Yeah. On that. Mr. Richard, I want you to take note of that. Say, we'll be updating pretty soon about issue Yenua Kwame raising. Say the issue of maybe IT be patient's information. That was anyway hospital administrator. So baby, as I say, Ghana no yakwa kodru. You will share with us. Yebe bisa Yenua James Soso wa baso. Nemom I was me katre atie for announce obi o line no so bia ne ya ye wo ha nyina say ye share ye ho 1 hour, but 1 hour no aso nti yebe ye bibia briefly na ya summarize ne ya de encommodie no eba wiye Makion.
Yeah, Abraham Medasi, but I want to make a
yes, yetipa.
Yeah, sorry, sir, may follow more discussion a bit late, Kakra. But I think this is a very important discussion, and considering in recent times, there are a lot of complaints, particularly in Ghana, about in the same way doctors and nurses and Sherman for people who are dying recklessly in the hands of nurses and some doctors. Let me put it that way. I don't think the majority of our health professionals, they are bad. I do not think so. But then the few ones now, are giving a bad name to the whole health profession. Now, let me move in directly to the issue of privacy. I think that Owusu-Afriyie can be very, very instructive. Say, patients know what is happening to them and what is being done to them. Before Dr. Krabe or Paniano, because the papa maybe we say nebeyo, we are pains are obenya a training. It gives you so much detail. So you wouldn't ask about the Paniano, wouldn't my name because of body, wouldn't be
Say no open as a BBC I cost body ma otias, you might couldn't tears at the end of the day. When you have symptoms or side effect of from paniano, otias here. So you will not say doctor now or pania bonnie because you understand say panel the war. These are the symptoms that they are already Ube hospital was doctor amano wrong medication. Because our system is so analog, you buy paper. It is difficult to have, to trace your health history. So, but say it me digitize it. Patients should be able to know, say, on this date at this time, the doctor administered this drug or this so and so medicine to me. And if the doctor made a mistake, it can easily be traced. But because you don't have all these things, sometimes it's difficult to trace who gave you what and at what time. You don't know. There's nothing to check, So I think I know at least now things are getting much better than before. Listening to the health administrator, I get the feeling though there's more room for improvement, things are getting better. Things are getting digitized because until he said it, I never knew in Ghana, they have this online login system and all that. I didn't even know about all these things. Yeah. So I think it is nice to know about these things. Yeah. And then, one thing I've also realized is that because of our family system, Obia feels he is related to the patient, and for that matter, we do hospital more information about the patient, I was saying certificate. So which is a big problem because who say, oh, Papa, how do you relate to him? Oh, me now or fire back one, and you feel because he's related to the person in some way or the other, he is entitled to some information. One farmer now, just say, oh, nurse, no, you are hiding something. Oh, nurse, no, so, I think that we need to have more education. We need to have more, sensitization about the nature of the health profession. Now, nurse for no doctor for a bit durable, papa. Nurse ni doctors ni more. Office where nurse and doctor ni just say we a boss to himself. Just say how dare you challenge him? Me can say me crew na my guy be on now a nurse. Once again, on the first na me man nurse in Shadan Hospital and then me man nurse ados kakra. Na or a nurse our eye clinic. Na your friend no nurse me member to me body drink obi ahu your friend nurse in team. Na ye na enim say we nurse ne de o course na ka say nurse in team amasa. Wa he ko obo because a man or one from doctor una be say nurse. So so nurse now we friend the nurse no he has allocated to himself position as a doctor. Also, was white now on them. We use a doctor and team. Now, I go for the nurse. And look again. Well, we are now we are not good in some of them. So, yes, some say doctor for nurse for no. Yenti and I'm over. It is some say about Monasia. Now, so many are that day. Am I feeling important? Share unim Ghana, my man was in. Nipa be near. I work and or do labor room homeless, but my name muraho, no actually, no or no oba, no oba, and no crown psychological problem. Am I beman? And
can I cab you? I could know. Yes,
but a bianca ojina hobby, and I want a coswa, the nitria dia coso. A bassa, a hoonie woman, a sort that said ujina one thing. Now, I say, it's a matter of life and death matter. So, me back room high, that would say, because I made our first one. Begin a honor mission. Our chronic crab and necessary say, own Nitina Beton. Vansakan, you know, the Vansakanitino. I want to Saka, I can't nobody to know. Hey, it makes you feel part of the whole process. What I say, and who feel comfortable because you know, I don't know, they are professionals and they have given you assurance to say everything will go smoothly. But when you come on, I say, or ban or corner, One show some maybe into the Shinanim last no Remu, a bomb so obepie. So a big problem. I think that sometimes next of doctor for no money who do. So me now can't I fulfill say you are hiding something. Oh, you feel a more hiding baby. Money who do. Now we are not free ones who are already a mesemo. Mo can first should be a many bianca. Mamma can be an anamako. Yeah, share yen health facilities na you want now. Sometimes you are not lucky. Very, very basic stuff. Nuclear practice see obi ko nurse dey advice ni so gwa no. The entire nurse no o gwa no. Even nurse no nyana ko gwa no. But the entire o gwa no and then say bed na e wo hwa ye dey ja wo no. E trepe. Nipa 15 in the go akira awo aka mo mba be wo. Wo ba we do nya da beda so a wa gogo ho. Nurse no obebo because wa mo ho ntem obi bewu so ho eno nurse no na okoye dade eno kwase woye na o da ba ko si obi so akobo no etimi stress aban ni mampanifo ye me ani enko ye health system no na ye mo such that we don't see some of these things so we don't see a situation na oba ko wo krom ha ba ko wo a na nurse dana kan no wo wie no you have a whole room to yourself onko na wo ho you have your privacy. But Ghana, you call about word some ben baby text no go ho. It you see all the other people. You see how they are lying there. Journalists can walk in and interview anyhow. Sometimes they even go without permission. They just enter with the phone camera on. Hello, what you know? Says any has no interview. So, and you know, I think that we need a general overhaul now. I think it has to start from the top. There should be a focused government campaign, a focused government program and activities. Yeah, we say your health system, no. Okay. We say a meet international standard.
Yeah, but that was
it. One question, Panzana. Administrator. My question now say. Me who say Ghana?
Me pacho o question no. Me baako me the note baako ka administrator no so ho. Ma kan bibi about journalist call hospitals call year interview ne na sefo no. Because of interview na ya omotimi expose people kakra. The hospital administrator and pacho fe no kan note no ho. You are okay.
Very and I'm a question and say sisi I know kase kra in say mention hospital for example. Omo hospital beds near the problem ho. Na awofo bi did that from asantoma we require donation po. Now my question is there be doctors and nurses echo demonstration about almost salary. They have not heard a single timer almost demonstration because of facilities any name of mudi juma adintia because en ka bed din we na code demonstration say mum provide facilities by need to be found here o me ba ho. It is also say administrator bit my address here by me there.
Administrator.
Aye.
Yeah, Kwame kan no. Emre bi na me ne a teacher for so din komo na me.
Almost sa.
Na me say Ghana workers no edru time bi a mo strike on condition of services, not services. On salaries.
Exactly.
And no care about for improvement because teacher for cost strike on conditional services. Students will join, parents will join, and government, whoever is in power, must act.
Yes.
Sounds so necessary. So cost strike on those things. People are Omoko hospital and they will join, and whoever in power will act. It's a administrator, me pacho address issues now.
Okay. I'm the first one. Must tell familiar Kwame and so. Kwame say bibini wa yenka. Esipa na ibia mo na montie.
Demonstration moko.
Within the facilities in a see maybe because say na yenye adwuma na if you say PP so be ha COVID buy. So what ya doctors not be back out because of bodily. Let's not be out because I say ye PPs in so ye in so in
every kasa keke mumva mo ingo no ye mo kakeke Bounce Basalara Mujam name go 2 weeks young Quajuma.
But how can
Yeah,
say
nah.
you have patience? You ain't been Joe Mohono.
Patience in the
Basalara in the
damn-
Mujago. Basalara in the Mujago.
Oh, Nipa Kakao.
Yeah, na your skeletal staff.
Okay.
Take a banner demonstration by your skeletal staff, baby. A whole year pertinent, your man phone free or encore. Kana Muslim, yeah, anti a be on my a beba. Say, yes, you hospitals independent jack, but impatient in the inside. Cases, yes, surgeries was a year, Yakoso, yeah. And I'm a fan say a tear, but Papa and nurse, what administrator attack here, and I said, Doctor, what is attack here? So when you have a problem at times, yeah, you cry, but Sanya Manino, and Ma Abonte man for but then we say, my many papa in ya someone, I say, a bunny as in ya someone, you can't refuse in Pima Abonte phone to be also one solving a makeup lady. Yamana say the goofy, the goofy. But yeah, I'm not seeing the Yana at times a burro, a busia for so it didn't my Motina Bontino. That's the first one.
When you say Mama media, no, Ebemu, was signing a man a beboa. Because a bomb of salary media, a bomb with the Europa.
But me channel, but only say with all these facilities here, come and say me. So COVID-19 by community dose as a it's out there. Why isn't the media scaling so much on it? I said the bad side because of media for some hospital. They see all these things. They when they hear that form. Why not? I don't know more concentrating on this. Say this is what is happening. And if you are share send you see boy in Ukraine, the send us will see in Ukraine. What is a nice new training? Feel free to. So why wouldn't the media concern as a Ghana highlight on bad thing, political, no, much more, but call hospital. So idea of journalism is what? Investigative journalism. I don't know more yet investigative journalism. Oh, Sanya, because idea in a one call hospital, mammy beko, mammy uncle papa beko, unia wadan for beko. So it's out there. I think any Naya can be our experience. We may have a bad experience. And to also so why don't they go out and talk about these things?
Okay. Yeah. With Kwame question that would be saying. I did my point also about mind and also the formation structure of the hospital and a facility. No, say a quiet charge facility. Not responsibility no kwako that church na facility yen diano bibri so but say a bano internal demand in dia in fact omu demand pa make I say one time facility na me ye adwuma maternity for catch so omu chairs na ho no ebubu enti omu so omu nye adwuma me sorry man dia na pa no say me kokru kopem konya sesegu ayi mim kwa de medika jack ayi no driver no nti me kopem konya no wie ye no ena me ma no hu ka mabo na ogi sika ba ne sesa de kogu mo ya ampa so me ko no omo nye adwuma no omo say omo nye. So these things, it happens when you are talking about non-drug consumables and obu how say you gloves in how one year adwuma and then you bear with them. Gloves in who see the adwuma. So all these things, internally, it happens. But here's how they back out say abaya mfa say ya ma anase say no. And no there's some fighting the bed you. Some fighting yes, some fighting the bed, but when it comes to salary, yeah, say even it's a nurse and a child hospital and also Ghana Health Service crap. No, they can join and then fight for it. But with facility in India, I am not adding. Yeah.
Okay, Madam Asepa, I'm sorry. Galaxy 8, eba so na opejani sa na kame pese administrator we ansana mamano chance ama wakasa. But me pacho Galaxy 8 so na o follow ya me pacho ubetime a type o question na o pese o kasa so you are welcome back. Me pacho administrator na o call second point.
Second one is here. We have about journalist for now. sɛ adenti na ma ɔmo kwan ma bi ɔmo twa ɔmo si prɛkɔpɛ na ɔmo akɔ wura mu no mu obi wɔ hɔ nom a ɔba no ɔbɛ pretend sɛ deɛ asɛ ɔba na ɔbɛhwɛ client wo ho ana sɛ ɔkyena bi no na wɔ facility ni kɔ abɔnten ebi mo no ɔmo ba ɔmo nsiki concern ɔmo musa biribiara wo ho ana sɛ ɔ facility ni kɔ abɔnten nti sɛ no of late in facilities bebree aputu sɛ obi ba no ɔmo musa ne sɛ ɔkɔ hefa sɛ ɔkɔ ebia sɛ ɔbɛyɛ biribi about a ɔmo musa management member kra ɔkɔ no hɔ ansa na director na kɔ the PRO's office before sɛ bɛma permission nti bi ɔno kra yɛka sɛ ɔmo anya ntoko asɛ ne yɛsiesie pattern ɔna sɛ nkɔfoɔ ho nyɛ yɛma ɔmo nyɛ nwie ansa na yɛma nipa no kwan ebi ɔkra so yɛma no ɛmma they say about word no if you catch and say be a management members if you have any question ask the management member in one department if you say nurse you have nurse manager how do you medical doctor medical director want to say medical super now this is a modern trend we are using but the journalist in the ebiso ho ahom che obi ho no ma be hu an say wasim obi ho kra na oba so wo kɔ ni nua ho ni nua ye nurse na say bia o kwa kɔhwɛ wo bi obi ho an say odu ho an say no ye we device bebre ebi ye phone ebi ye pen one say we twa what no abonten then I said yeah finding ways in order to deal with some of the journalists no but ye official ye feel say bia e be ba abonten say be what Ghana man nyina no we also ye in a nice way but in such a way say e be good facility no say e be good nipa bi so ehufin
Mr. Say, me pacho, uko a museum bi mo a ye de a camera sign about say you can't take pictures here. There was those way no will be a hospital facilities bimo a baby or you can't take that man because they say no act be a abagana and they say your man for record or man for secretly take secret video obi a person oye anas ain't no mo was an na signboard we say people have right to their privacy so if you do this you will be punished and you could be punished and something like that. How is administration handling these things?
Some facilities you don't know ya start ya put two symbols on no has don't take picture here, don't do this here. Of late say COVID the buy over hospitals have difference taking place first pan na bia na ani na but COVID no any never be system no any pictures maybe hang can say no you cannot enter this, you can't go beyond this zone. And you start introducing big facilities, Confanoche, district hospitals, any major big child facilities, to say of late, you start to put your money in places. Say your money, and you can say go beyond that measures because they say the main country they say Uber Kumasina part of Accra and for board, bail board, so we are medical legal lawyers. He says will be hospitals will be more treated. That will be Tiawa because Tiawa come to that place. You will take the facility on. Say because of that, so I am very, very careful. It is no quality assurance, education, and others in Nano. At this time, but healthcare treatment.
Mr. Richard, because of mentioning that now with legal representation, no. In Finland, there was something we call patient ombudsman. Representing a fight for patients' rights. Or can within the hospital, no. Into patient say is abused in anywhere. You can lodge your complaint there. He can help you. He can't just more.
Yeah, facility say no. You're hanging all management members numbers our hospital say oba no be abusive that's what because call any of the management members. We are 7 in number including the chaplain obia number say what case bia na so fin senior year call these people na fa wasem eto honom na obenya kra na for department ni kro na mo it kaseti of mo ye bitia ono edin ma omo say na say gradually na say me kan no ye call in say you be through home into minimum your pedia but in say emre bi atwam na entesa but interventions are now say you putting in place no I the board system no any the make thing to be no
Okay. And yeah, you better emunyina ase ewo sa enkomodie na obi kano actually say we have to continue on this again. We have to continue on this topic. I think say beto aso a yemfa nkobia challenges a face our hospitals a ensunsanso no enya healthcare professionals no ena common bamom patients na suffer. I say obi okokwan so or important and niema na sa buying the taxes bebregu omo niema so a the end consumer no or no ena suffer. So yeah, the next discussion could be challenges in our healthcare sector. Emma patients no suffer. We can't discuss that in our next listing. Our platform here no is used for public health matters. So any health issue ewa Ghana affected the public, we bring it on board and we discuss. Say line na say here you program you can share. And then you bought rights be so you say right to information. You say right to know the identity of Nipa or right to your privacy and or right to confidentiality. Na maybe I feel say all right no ye busono utimi ekasem if we say your rights. Me macho ye kono ye mo bia 30 seconds. Me pacho as a health professional and as a patient, some 30 seconds obeka ebibi ekakra amaye. The ladies first. You better say free. You ba Dinah.
Okay, 30 seconds. If I saw maybe the mechanic say, you who say, ya can in no. The mechanic Ghana for in say, and answer be a say, ye ha no ma political facts and a subwaka crack. And he said, it was him who said, politicians are people we employ for a certain amount of time to use our money. Omuniska yesika enti si ye kwa yenja support of me support we no na mum no omuba ye make sure se sika no entru bi abotom eyo man Ghana ye taxes ye sika go na ye dia enti se omukoton kokko ne sika ne ba ye nkan sure mo say 4 years ye dia mawi fa ye kwan fetwa health workers ye first hospitals akese maternity if you busy akwan so it asusi konfano che nyanya ye mo fan finish no se na be ya makia okọ Ghana na se the yiri ewo a the tima ka chen se onko dan ba ko no ne no enko na yenjai political factors no se mpewe na mo yen kancho mo se ye sika ya employ mo no mo nye
Yo that was sick. Me pacho Richard sorry.
So kakra me kan so ne say yen champion the education and my nuamo mo receive health care that there are some things going on at times who say my nurse for ni your doctor for ni health workers every as at now they say free maternal health care and so yen bia ma no ne yere mo no e ma bi o sanka omutimi ba se wo ba wo fanyin sen 9 months no as at now e bi say you free maternal health care ebi mu di omo said to ebi no ma omo ma through the 9 months ni na e do say abo kana afena ne ye di omo ba yesrem am running twa mu dan die no e de wo ho enti yentimi nkyerehye ne yomam na ye ma me ene ye nuamo ene ye ofaase ma no anya ma yo mbetimi afa na ye yeso ye kunufo ne ofaasefo ne papafo no so no yeso ye nhye e ma na kete said yes anya ma no mbetimi adu so asabre mre na ye wo no anya mre pa na ye wo no say ya ye ho den price ko be di ku ye dia na obi a ofanyi nsen na ho den no immune system no ofem yen try say ye education be ma yin ya ma mo ye yere mo atinya bo health
yeah that was sick ye beba yenua kwame afrey
we the answer na me comedians me fa kakran so the yenua e kan sisi Finland have minim say once a wonyim ye na na ama o personal maternal a year obuku appointment ma wa nko o mesi appointment now you can get a bill if he say almost o metima support so who appointment na or see it me fro the mdi twa to no ye kasa bia ye pese ye ma condition for customers and as patients okay no e was a condition for workers also, which is nurses. BGDS Finland, one of the major thing is based on feedback. Anytime we see a change in the hospital system, no, it's based on either patients' feedback or employees' feedback. In Tibeka say, no, so say, if in Ghana, no, yeah, but the sustainability and the effectiveness is the main thing. So you best spend much time now, all the time, no, to improve healthcare and as employees. Also give feedback. So as on patients to give them better service, collect their feedback and use that to implement. Madam Wase.
Yeah, that was saying. Mr. Makion.
Yeah, even me that's it.
Okay.
Okay,
me kasante na kakra me kan say we are saying there's a saying say how you dress is how you are addressed. You to money for no utu okra for no utu money so for sometimes the way a nurses and doctors need be treat patients no sometimes ya na ejina how our patient no kra na say be hospital we are there and so we are na home wadam so obu opa o hwe no ho pa wo de ura hospital ho no mo a sometimes you create the room for somebody to undermine you or disrespect you. So no mistress and so yenya dia sebe yema ho so hu da room. So we hospital say we yare ntia na say your ho basa say de sebe we are say na we na yes said the doctor for ne nurse for ne say their motivation for going into the profession shouldn't be more about the salary. Say me obu hono mo house nya mini bibia maza anyina se no do but we are applied maybe bibia wunya when I make nursing sai because yes is nursing no sika bam no obi ad na ni akire ho. So if your motivation is not human centered and your motivation is money centered, your approach to your work will be different. And in mestre say union no more passion. If you're going to go to nursing, have the passion to save life, have the passion to care for people.
Okay. That was say. Francis.
Yeah. And so the best also no the privacy aspect no. I think say but the person me this also say or say my patient relatives ne so who say almost patient in that ward no near admit your so they have the right to their privacy or some privacy no you extend it to the patient relative because obu or banana ne kahwea onye den wenti intermediate they may be say education no enko down education no enko down it to me enko down ebeboa it will interest you to know say obi to menyem eba hospital obu say bema beno na nyem yo say achi palago ne kunu kredi woni I think say you said the education no eko da na
achi palago nde what say
obi they say obi enye is senior obi to make us a friend of me born nickname ni dinya kasa woni nti minua we have a long way to go. I wish Senka ye program na for be share because some of our class want to data measure. Yeah.
We encourage people to share and share and share. You ever call your last person, so you are Patrick. Hello? Patrick, me pacho. Okay. Anyway, we are going to bring our conversation to an end. Now, you better say. Say the beginning of mene about Diana and Shas here. Now we were saying say it will be between 30 minutes to 1 hour. But as I say, about 10:40, which means say 1 hour 40 minutes. And Rebiano, you share time I intimate this because at the end of it, Eko achire na enkomo no eyede. Say where the mesre yenua ba mesre no odi ache because of your bad time. Ebia o china kra obekọ adwuma akọhwe ayarefo. Na yebe use yenua bay as a example. Na yede aka say Ghana and I say Finland hano. The difference is the system. It's the same person. Because say ebia ukoshia dina ewo Kumasi Gia ebia befi say he's abusing your right. But that same person ubeshiano wo Helsinki, Finland ha ubehun say wo uphold or right for the same person but different systems. So the system do and undo us. And yenua administrator momodin na emomoaye na ya nurse for no ya ewo mu say a nurse for no bebre e complain say the way a omoni ye kasa no on say Ghana de ya mamre mu no say the usi kasa nipa ho no very 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 important. Every culture around the world here one near maybe why very important to them. Ghana kasa is very important to us. Inte odi aba bono kra na say all the kasa de etwato a bi kra odi aba bono odi bechew. Inte condition na ye health workers mu adwuma no wobakọ na nipa the firm gi say o say nurses ehuritra ni way bia ne ho kra hyehye no there are a lot of things ye kasa ya already know ya check. Inte the same person as our sister Dinah, but different systems and a man working differently. Yeah, that obi bia say a mobile nyame instramo na yen koswa and educate ye ho. Now that is also a one way to build a nation. Yeah, that must say. Yeah, the nyame jamu nyina o mabai.